careers, and the result, according to experts, can be taxing in terms of time.
Thank you. Kate Bush has been a leading figure in music outside of this country since the late 1970s. Her many hit singles include Wuthering Heights, Breathing, and Babushka. Now the singer, songwriter, producer is enjoying her biggest American success with the single Racing Up That Hill, and it's off the album Hounds of
Love.
Love. Welcome to Live at 5, Kate, and let us just correct the name of the tune.
Thank you.
Running Up That Hill. One of the things that was said about you, and I can plainly see in this clip why it may be, is that sometimes your concerts are more like Broadway musicals than rock shows, because I guess you sing, you dance, you... Why do they say that?
Well, we've only done one tour, and that was a long time ago now, in '79, but we thought how nice it would be to present something for people visually, as well as them coming to hear the music, give them a show that would hopefully complement the music and make it more enjoyable for them.
How was it received?
It was received incredibly well, much better than I could ever have imagined, really.
Because there was a time that you thought that Americans weren't quite as willing to accept the different, the new, than perhaps the European markets.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever really known much about the American market. It is very different from England. It's so enormous to start with. And I'm just so pleased that people here are starting to become interested in my music. It's great for me.
You were discovered some 10 years ago by David Gilmour of Pink Floyd. And when you say discovered, we can't put that too lightly. I mean, he got you your first recording contract.
Yes, he did. He really put up money for me to turn demos into master tapes that then the record company could recognize as songs rather than demos. And really, without him having put that money up, I probably wouldn't have had the break so early, for sure.
It would have happened, though.
Thank you.
They say about you also that although you've been selling really well in England for 7 years or more, your exposure here was almost non-existent. And part of it was the fact that you didn't like to fly, you didn't really like to grant interviews, so they compensated a little bit by booking you on the QE2. What happened then?
That trip was cancelled. As far as I know, the boat just didn't make it that year.
Mechanical problems.
But I don't think that anything has actually prevented me coming from America. It's not that I haven't wanted to, and although I haven't flown for the last couple of years, it hasn't stopped me going anywhere, and I'm here now.
Yes. I find it phenomenal that although you weren't able to make it here for that tour because the fear of flying or the dislike of flying, and then the QE2 has mechanical problems and you can't make it over here. But you sent a videotape, a 1-hour videotape, and tell me what that did for you in terms of your career here.
Are you talking about the tape of the show that we did of
Yes,
Hammersmith?
a 1-hour tape that you sent over here in lieu of the tour that you were supposed to do.
Well, that tour was actually in '79, and it's not something that I personally sent over. I think it was very much something that the record company were doing, hoping that that would sort of get some interest in the music. And I think the tour is something that did generate a lot of interest in people, and the video of the tour is not as good, I don't feel, as actually having seen the show, but people seem to like it.
What do you expect that will happen to your career once you finish with this tour here?
I don't know if I expect anything to happen with my career. I would really like to be able to stay involved in music and to continue making albums. That's what matters to me. And I really feel that promotion is something I have to do to back up the creative work. So I just hope that I can continue being in this business.
I was amazed at how the articles about you concentrate so much on your musicianship. There was one 9-page article that I read that I didn't even understand. You were talking about Fairchild, and I mean, I don't even know what you were talking about. How much of your day would you say you spend in a recording studio?
When I'm making an album, it becomes my life. There's nothing else I do except to take weekends out in order to reorganise my home. But it's 12 hours a day, 5 days a week until the thing's finished. And writing is something I do in the studio now, so everything is within the studio environment. It's quite intense.
And you're fortunate enough that the studio is in your home, so that you don't have to pay for studio time.
Absolutely.
This always works out real well. Well, Kate, I wish you the best of luck with Hounds of Love, and particularly running up that hill. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
And you too,
and success to you.
Thank you very much.
That is Live at 5 for today, and we thank you for watching. Hope you'll be with us tomorrow. Good night.
This has been Live at 5 with Jack Cafferty and Sue Simmons. Tomorrow our guests include Wayne Rogers, Robert Woods, and Raul Julia. Live at 5 is a presentation of WNBC TV New York. I'm Don Pardo.